Oh yeah. What is the ceiling for the vehicle? What kind of room is inside?
The vehicle itself is for 2 people. This model can haul 2 people. It'll depend on altitude. Like up here, we're at 5,000 feet almost. So, with the right horsepower, and we can vary the horsepower, it'll haul 2 people or 1 person and a payload, such as sensors for radiation detection, infrared cameras, whatever the user may want. It has a glass dome. We were going to bring the one that flew in the 90s. We were going to bring it here to show people, and it didn't make it. And so, unfortunately, we could be standing next to it because it is real. But it has a glass dome. There are models called the Firefly that'll hold 3 people for rescue. And it's just a matter of putting the bigger engines in. And the shell's already made for that one too. We actually have 3 shells made. This model, the G, we call it the GX, X for first generation, G is for ground. We want to keep it at 10 feet or below, so you do not have to have a pilot's license. There's other rules. If you have your own private property, you can go 500 feet, I believe, things like that. The craft itself is designed to go about 4,000 with the engines it has. So it can go up high. It's designed to go 100 miles an hour. It's all stabilized electronically. Those are things we want to verify with the new flight test regime. You know, free flights up and down the runway and things like that at 10 feet high.
With the model that flew in the 90s, what was its max altitude?
Well, he flew at about 40 feet, 40 to 50 feet. He flew it out behind his shop, and he had it hovering around. All the reporters were down looking at it up. So he could have taken it up higher, but it was actually had a safety wire to a tall crane due to insurance requirements. So we want to do free flights. After we do the ground testing, it'll start edging up higher and higher and higher. And it's made to go about 100 miles. Wow. At 100 miles an hour.
Where are these?
Our first goal is to be at Spaceport America. We've talked to them a little bit about it already, to Christine Anderson, to some other folks there. We'd like to do a Space on Earth outpost there and have besides our shop is just a few miles away, and we can come there. We'd like to fly up and down the runway and then out over the desert in different areas. And we've talked to Spaceport Sweden. They really want it there. There's some other areas where we could take it to. We have 2 acres. We can actually test fly it over our own property.
Wow. Now, are you guys affiliated with Dr. Moller at all, or did you just have the property rights to the technology?
Lindsay and I have both been big fans of Dr. Moller's for many years. We're both stockholders. I'm a stockholder in both Moller and Freedom, which makes the motors. Been a long time, and we want to just see it flying. And so we've decided to partner with him, and we've got an agreement to be distributors and value-added resellers, so that we can add, your camera on there and take aerial photos for you or something. So we're working on different forms of agreements right now. They just sent me a new one last night, and I said I'm a little busy at the spaceport. Or at the ISPCS, and we'll look at it tonight. So yeah, we're separate, but we intend to see his company succeed.